Hello, welcome to One Africa Mission with your brother Dobia Anzansi. Please, if you are new here, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, One Africa Mission, and also follow us on Facebook, One Africa Mission. We are missionaries, excuse me, and our mission is to see a united Africa. Our mission is to conscientize the minds of our people, the youth of Africa, to realize that the only way they can have a dignified life, the only way the resources of Africa can give them a better life is a united Africa. Africa has the most resources on this planet Earth. Africa can feed the world, including itself, and yet Africa cannot feed herself. Why? Because the resources of Africa doesn't benefit the people or the citizens of Africa. And the only way the resources of Africa can benefit the citizens of Africa is for Africa to be united. So join our mission. Let us go, because as missionaries, we must go down to the grassroots and conscientize the minds of the youth, the outcoming generations, to realize that they must stand behind the leadership of Africa today to fight or to bring a change, and that is a change to unite Africa. If Africa is united, nobody can bully us. I keep saying it every day. The founding fathers of America realized the strength in unity, and that was the reason why they fought a civil war to bring the 50 states in America together. And today, America is using that strength, the strength they got from unity, to bully the rest of the world, including Africa. Africa is the weakest among all the continent, and America has been bullying us. And in order for us to bring an end to this is to unite Africa. And if we unite Africa, Africans all over the world, if Africa become powerful, if Africa is respected, Africans all over the world, from Brazil to America to Canada to China, wherever African found herself or himself, he or she will be respected. But as long as Africa continue to find to be in this situation or in this condition that she is today, no African citizen will be respected wherever you found yourself, because nobody can never be greater than your race. No matter how you can pretend I wasn't born in Africa, I was born in Brazil, I'm African, I'm not African. You can claim all those stuff, but the reality is that what makes Africa is in you. You are not African because you were born in Africa, but you are African because Africa were born in you. So in order for the only way you can gain your respect as an African, whether you were born in Africa or in the diaspora, is for Africa to be united. If for you to help Africa to become powerful, and the only way Africa can become powerful is a united Africa. So join our mission. Let us all together, for the sake of the next generation, for the sake of our children, let us all come together, fight for this unification of Africa. And if Africa is united, me and you will live a dignified life, and our children will also have the same dignified life. Thank you very much for coming around. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. For those of you who have already subscribed, we appreciate your time. We appreciate your support. And those of you who haven't really got time out of your busy schedules, we urge you, do subscribe, support us by subscribing, and together we can lead this crusade, this mission, to see a successful united Africa. I thank you very much for coming around. So today, what we're talking about, as we keep talking about a united Africa, a dignified Africa, we have no choice than to talk about it, because we are as humans as anybody else. And the reality or the truth is that the people who need us more than we need them turn the table around, and rather making us look like they are more important than we are. The Western world, America, China, everybody, they need Africa more than Africa need them. But colonization, slavery and colonization has made us to think that we rather need them more than they need us. And what did we do? Well, what did we see? In return, all we are getting is disrespect and dehumanization. Anybody wake up, they want to tell Africa what to do, and they want to say in a split and then spit and then do whatever they want to Africans. Why? Because in everybody's subconscious, they think that we are the weakest. We don't deserve respect. And that is what they teach their children. Let me first of all go into this. So there's this trending issue about a Romanian diplomat, a Romanian ambassador, calling Africans monkeys.
Romania has announced that it has recalled its ambassador to Kenya for allegedly comparing Africans to monkeys while attending a meeting in Nairobi. Drago's viral to-go was at a UN building in Kenya's capital when a black monkey appeared at the window of the conference room. The African group has joined us, Tigo said according to a note from the South Sudanese embassy in Kenya. Confidential documents obtained by CNN reveal outrage from African diplomats who threatened to walk out of meetings attended by the ambassador. The African group would like to condemn in the strongest terms possible the insulting, racist, and degrading utterances, wrote Col Ajongo, South Sudan's ambassador to Kenya, who leads African diplomats in Nairobi. Hello, adding that it has begun a procedure to recall its ambassador. We deeply regret this situation and offer our apologies to all those who have been affected. It added, saying racist behavior or comments do not reflect the institutional and human values that underpin the diplomatic action of Romania. The statement from the Romanian Foreign Ministry also said that it hoped the isolated incident would not affect its deep relations with African countries. Mr. Tiga reportedly issued 2 apology letters to African officials 4 days apart after the incident. He first claimed that his remarks were made during a long, heated, and highly debated meeting in an attempt to relax the atmosphere, but subsequently withdrew that section. A European diplomatic source close to the ambassador told CNN that the Romanian ambassador doesn't have any racist inclinations and meant the comment as a joke. He spoke on condition of anonymity, adding that if a bird, a lizard, or a snake came out, I'm sure he would have said the same thing, the source claimed. However, many people, including Kenyan diplomat Macharia Kamau, did not buy this excuse, saying that the episode appalled and disgusted him. Utter shame attempts to cover up this disgrace. This is intolerable and unacceptable in any age, let alone the 21st century, he wrote on Twitter. Similarly, Foreign and Diaspora Affairs Cabinet Secretary Alfred Mutua has praised the Romanian government for recalling its envoy to Kenya, Dragos to-go, following his monkey slur. The envoy's government has done the only right thing they could do. All African and Black people will not accept the derogatory treatment that we have endured for centuries to continue being propagated anywhere. Respect for all races and cultures is not an option, but a must for all, he said. Romanian media have also criticized the envoy's behavior, lamenting that this is not the first time the country has been embarrassed by insults dished out by diplomats.
Or linking Africans to monkeys. I see, and it is not about saying apologize. The ministry or the government of Romania calling the ambassador back and all those kind of stupid things that they always do. That is not the solution to it. That is not going to stop it. It is going to continue until we, the citizens of Africa, we don't have to demand our respect, but we have to earn our respect. Okay? Because demanding for your respect is like, if you don't earn it, nobody will not respect you. They're just going to be playing you like a chess game. They're just going to be playing you around like they are playing us around today. You're going to see in Britain, every year or every 4 to 6 months, you're going to see somebody will come out with a racist comment and the media will take it up. Why are they doing that? They are doing that because they want all the time your children or the African race, to feel inferior to them. That is why you keep seeing them. The man know that nobody is a monkey. The man know that, and he even know that monkeys don't look like Africans. As a matter of fact, monkeys look like the European race. As a matter of fact, monkeys look like them. Their skin color, they are red monkeys. The Europeans are not white, they are red, or they are pale. They are pale monkeys. But we have our condition today, Marcus Garvey said. We are not being disrespected not because we are Africans, but we've been disrespected because of our condition. If our conditions change, you cannot see this ambassador even sit down to think like that. I quite remember I was having a conversation with a Romanian brother, and for some reason what I noticed is that Romanians are very nice people. Among all the Eastern Europeans or the Europeans that I've ever interact with, Romanians are the nicest people among them. So I wonder why this lunatic, this godforsaken, look at his face, this godforsaken guy will come out and compare Africans to monkeys. Because mostly Romanians are not like this. I wouldn't mention which country, but if it was to be from that country, I would have, from that country in Eastern Europe, I would have understand, because most of them are like that. But Romanians are one of the most nicest people you can see. But I quite remember the last time I was having a conversation with a Romanian guy, and then he was telling me, very, very good, nice guy, friendly conversation. So we were talking about Africa, and I'll keep telling him how Africa nice, how he should one day try and take a holiday to Africa, because that is what we promote. How Africa is beautiful. Forget about what the media is saying. I started sending him with the Maya videos and stuff like that at work, and then he said to me, I shocked him, because in Romania, in school, the only thing they teach them about Africa is poverty, hungry children, and when they become successful in their education, whatever field they found themselves, they should try and go back and go to Africa and help Africa. That was what the guy told me, and I was shocked, because I know. And I asked myself, Africa, what has really happened to us? Because what I know is, in the early days of our independence, Ghana has supported Romania in many ways, financially. So because of that, we had a very good relationship with them. And today, Romanians are teaching their children only negative things about Africa, and if they grow up after education, if whatever field they found themselves, if they are successful, or even if not, their priority should be going to Africa to help Africans, because we are dying from hunger and all that. And this is why we call on Africans, please, those of us fighting among ourselves, let us put the guns down and help make Africa a better place. Because at the end of the day, we ridicule ourselves, and these criminals, these good-for-nothing people, like this Romanian ambassador to Kenya, can sit down and call Africans animals, link Africans to monkeys. So we're getting this from Euronews, and what he said: Romania recall ambassador to Kenya over racist outrage. A diplomat publicly link Africans to monkeys. Romania announced on Saturday that it was recalling its ambassador to Kenya concerning racist remarks made recently in Nairobi. So he has the guts to even make these remarks in Nairobi, the country foreign minister said in a statement. I'm not gonna go through it because it's so sometimes it's disheartening to be reading this kind of stuff. So this diplomat, this ambassador, has the guts to link our people to monkeys. As I said, nobody can stop. Just recently in Spain, this brilliant young African boy who was born in Brazil, Vinicius Jr., that was the same thing he was also going through. That was the same thing he went through. football fans chanting monkey chants on him. They will not allow him to enjoy his life. And it's never gonna stop, as we keep saying. And until Africa become powerful, until Africa is respected, wherever you found yourself, Vinicius Junior will not found, even born in Brazil, will not go through what he's going through in Spain as we speak, if Africa was respected. Because if the people of Spain know that this guy has link to Africa, his ancestors come from Africa, and Africa is respected, they can never do what they are doing to him. But they know that Africa is on the bottom of the ladder. So whenever you see a black person, whether born in Britain or born in Brazil, being disrespected, it is not because of the color of his skin. It's because of Africa is not respected. And then so that is why we're calling upon all of you guys to bring your mind home. And you know another reason why they do that, as I said, they try to make these young men feel inferior. They did that to Ronaldinho when he was in Barcelona, Samuel Eto'o. So when they are doing that too, that is the reason why you see most of our young athletes, they are getting married outside of their race, because of that inferiority thing. They keep coming out with these racist comments to infuse that inferiority into the minds of the youth. Because if they keep linking you to monkeys and stuff like that, in order to avoid that, or in order for your children not to go through that, you're gonna see that most of these young men, they end up getting married to other race. Not because they want that. It got nothing to do with love. When you see our footballers in England, in France, in Brazil, almost 99% of Brazilian players who are black are all married to white women. Why? Why do you think they're doing that? They are doing that because they are trying to avoid what they are going through. They are trying to make their children avoid what they are going through today. You understand? So in order for his children not to go through, because all of them go through that, especially those in Spain and in Italy and all that, the kind of abuse, racist abuse they are subjecting them to, in order for them to avoid that, what they will do is they will decide to go and marry white women so that their children will not go through that again. But it will never stop it. Your children also going to go through that because they are mixed race. There's nothing like mixed race. As long as you, the African, had a baby with other race, the child become an African because you have the dominant gene. You have the dominant gene. So that is why you see in England, in France, in Brazil, all these our young athletes, footballers, immediately they become superstars, or they become stars, they will not marry black women again, even though we have the most beautiful women on this planet Earth. Why? Because deep inside their subconscious, they are thinking that I don't want my children to face what I'm facing. Like Ronaldinho, look at Ronaldinho, what he faced in Barcelona. That is the reason why. That is what lead him into getting married to two white women. Out of the two women, he couldn't even go in for one black woman. He went in for two white women. Why? Because he doesn't want his offspring, his children, to go through what he went through. But it's never gonna. Your children cannot avoid that when they grow up. Understand? So the only way, or the only thing that can bring an end to it, is a respected Africa. If Africa is respected, this is common knowledge, and this is something that people have been preaching, from Marcus Garvey to Malcolm X to Martin Luther King. All of them have been preaching and talking about, if Africa is not respected, no black man on this planet Earth will be respected. Finish. You can call yourself black British, Jamaican, Caribbean, whatever, American, black American, whatever, black Chinese, wherever you call yourself, or you can run, but you can never run away from yourself. You can run, but you can never run away from yourself. And these people know that. That is the reason why all the time you're going to see somebody from Britain, a top official or whatever, will come out with racist comments, and then the media will take it, and then they will talk and talk about it. And then when they stop the inquiry, investigation, blah blah, they are doing it intentionally. It is spiritual. It is to continue to subjugate your minds into inferiority. It is continue to make you feel inferior deep inside you. That is why you see, as I said, all these our brilliant players. Look at what this Brazilian guy is facing, Vinicius Junior, a young man, just want to enjoy his. And the certain is that if you want to know that these people are doing it intentionally, this team, football fans who are doing that, they also have black players in their team. So okay, Chelsea is playing Chelsea is playing Manchester United. Manchester United fans are chanting monkey. Example, I'm just using that as an example. Or example, let me go to Spain, because that's where the racism is. England, in a way, they will say is better, even though they are all the same. But in Spain, maybe Real Madrid is playing Barcelona. Barcelona fans are chanting racist comments or monkey stuff on Real Madrid player who is black, even though Barcelona have black players in their team. So are you chanting that on your own players or the player who is playing for the opposite team? Because you all have black players. So for you to have the guts to be chanting, that means you are insulting your. So the only way is for all black players to boycott, but they know we cannot do because we are hungry. And that's what I'm saying. Imagine if they did that, and then an African team has come out to sign Vinicius Junior and then be giving him £1 million or $1 million weekly. Could they have done that? No, so that we could take all our talent back home, because these are all African. Ronaldinho, Vinicius Junior, Neymar, they are all Africans. You can see them doing everything, especially these South American players, doing everything to run away from themselves, their black self. But in reality, you are who you are. You can never run away from yourself. But I don't blame them, because I know the reason why it is like that is because Africa is not respected. That is why we have one African mission. And one African mission is to bring Africa together, so that Africans all over the world can regain back their dignity. So please join our mission. Just asking Leopold, when he wanted to conquer our people in Congo, he sent missionaries first. Today, we are back as missionaries to counter that mission. And our mission is to see a united Africa, is to conscientize the minds of our people. We shall very soon be embarking a tour in Africa. And that will be the beginning of the mission. The mission is to conscientize the minds of the youth, to let them know that for them to have a dignified life, for them not to be dying in the Mediterranean Sea, is to see a united Africa, so that the resources of Congo will benefit the citizens of Congo. The resources of Africa will benefit the children of Africa. I thank you very much for coming around. Until we see you next time, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, One African Mission, and then follow us on Facebook, One African Mission. Bless you.